Welcome to the NEET biology class, Kingdom Animalia, discussing about the Kingdom Animalia basics here. Today, we'll go with diploblastic and triploblastic conditions. First of all, let us see the diploblastic nature. To see the diploblastic condition or diploblastic nature, need to know little about embryonic development of the human body. That zygote when it divides 2 cells, 4 cells, 8, 16, 32. Likewise, the process of development of embryo from the zygote towards the development will find a stage called marula. From the marula, a stage called blastula is getting formed here. Blastula is the stage. And in the blastula, cells of the blastula are getting invaginated. Cells of the blastula are getting invaginated. Invagination of the blastula, going the cells inside from like a fold from one side, we say invagination. Such an invagination in the blastula results the formation of a stage called gastrula. A stage called gastrula. In the gastrula, layer outside is called ectoderm and the layer inside is called endoderm. We generally consider these layers as germ layers. Layers are called germ layers. Let's see from the beginning. Zygote divides into 2 cells, 4 cells, 8, followed by the continuous divisions results into the formation of a stage called marula. Marula develop into blastula. Invagination in the blastula results the formation of gastrula. The fully formed gastrula stage will be like this with 2 germ layers. 2 germ layers. If only 2 germ layers are formed during the formation of the gastrula, you will find only 2 germ layers like ectoderm and endoderm. Such condition is called diploblastic nature. Such condition is called diploblastic nature. So what we said now, in the gastrula, if germ layers are present, only two germ layers. The outer germ layer is called ectoderm. Outer germ layer is called ectoderm. Inner germ layer is called endoderm. And there is no mesoderm. If there is no development of the third germ layer called mesoderm, we call such condition as diploblastic nature. So where do you see the diploblastic condition? In grade radiata or diploblastica. Diploblastica means presence of only 2 germ layers, ectoderm and endoderm. So in the kingdom Animalia, subkingdom Eumetazoa, which grade radiata. So grade radiata, which is also called diploblastica, is having such feature with the 2 phylums, phylum Cnidaria and Ctenophora. So where do you find the diploblastic condition means? It should come like this. In the kingdom Animalia, the subkingdom Eumetazoa, in the grade diploblastica with phylum Cnidaria and Ctenophora are exhibiting this particular feature, that presence of 2 germ layers. Hence we call it as diploblastica. About radiata we discussed earlier in the symmetry class. So grade radiata or diploblastica is with 2 phyla, phylum Cnidaria and phylum Ctenophora. Triploblastic nature. Triploblastic nature, during the development process, when zygote, 2 cell, 4 cell, likewise the marula, development of the marula, and followed by the blastula, invagination in the blastula, result the formation of gastrula, the stage gastrula. In the gastrula stage, we will find 3 germ layers. Presence of outer layer, presence of primary germ layer outside is called ectoderm, and the inner we say endoderm. In the middle, we will find another additional layer is formed, that is mesoderm. So presence of 3 germ layers is such condition called Triploblastic nature. So we'll find three germ layers here: ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. So such condition we say triploblastic nature. Presence of three germ layers: outer layer ectoderm, middle mesoderm, inner endoderm. This presence of these three germ layers we say such condition as triploblastic nature. So presence of two germ layers we call such condition as diploplastic condition. Presence of three germ layers, triploblastic condition. In triploblastic condition we will find the additional layer mesoderm. Mesoderm is the additional layer. So where you can see the triploblastic nature in the grade bilateria. In the grade bilateria, the triploblastic condition is seen here. The grade bilateria is having the phylums like phylum Platyhelminthes, Nematoda, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, Chordata. Simply we say phylum Platyhelminthes to Chordata are with triploblastic condition. Phylum Platyhelminthes to Chordata. So diploplastic condition is seen in phylum Cnidaria and Ctenophora. Phylum Cnidaria and Ctenophora are having diploplastic condition. The triploblastic nature is seen in case of phylum Platyhelminthes to phylum Chordata. So let's remember once again, we said the kingdom Animalia classified into two subkingdoms, subkingdom Parazoa and subkingdom Eumetazoa. Subkingdom Parazoa and subkingdom Eumetazoa. Subkingdom Parazoa is with cellular grade of organization, and subkingdom Eumetazoa is with both tissue and organ system grade of organization. Subkingdom Eumetazoa is classified into two grades, grade radiata or diploblastica, grade bilateria or triploblastica. So basis of classification with subkingdom Eumetazoa into two grades is symmetry, radiata and bilateria. Then the number of germ layers, diploblastica and triploblastica. So symmetry and germ layers is the basis of classification which subkingdom Eumetazoa further classified into grade radiata or diploblastica, grade bilateria or triploblastica. Grade radiata is with radial symmetry, lamina, and two germ layers. Grade bilateria, bilateral symmetry with three germ layers. And grade radiata is with tissue grade of organization. And grade bilateria is with organ system grade of organization. So finally, when it comes in the phylum point of view, in the phylum Cnidaria or Ctenophora, phylum Cnidaria and Ctenophora, the characteristic features are like this. Let's close this area. Then we move with grade bilateria in the further classes. Then grade radiata or diploblastica is having radial symmetry, two germ layers, tissue grade of organization. So that properties will go to this particular phylum. Phylum Cnidaria and phylum Ctenophora are with radial symmetry, number of germ layers are 2 and tissue grade of organization. And all the animals of grade bilateria are with bilateral symmetry, organ system grade of organization and 3 germ layers. So grade bilateria is further classified into division protostomia and division deuterostomia. In the next class we discuss division protostomia. What is protostomia? What is deuterostomia? Thank you. Srikant.